with an non-stop day. It's safe to say we'll have some fun today on Geek World Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Geek World Radio. So a couple weeks ago, we debated which was going to do better at the box office, Man of Steel or Iron Man 3. So this week, we decided to take on a couple other comic book movies. This time, it's Red 2 versus KickAss 2.
That's right, Battle of the Sequels. Well, Anime, I felt that as a fan of this movie, I'm fans of both movies, but I felt that I needed to defend KickAss 2.
Well, you know what? You might be defending KickAss 2, but I'm gonna kick your ass with Red 2.
Oh, alright, let's get it on! Okay, so this is why I think KickAss 2 is going to do better domestically than Red 2. Okay, you ready for this, Anime?
I'm ready.
Alright, so this is the deal. KickAss, the original one, was not only a really cool movie, but actually did really, really well compared to its budget.
Okay.
And on top of that, at the time, a lot of people hadn't really read the comic book, and then it came out, and people were like, what's with this? Because I remember the ads, it was like, what is this, like McLovin is a superhero movie? But then it came out, people saw it, people loved it. It didn't make a ton of money, but it's kind of a cult thing now. A lot of people consider it like their favorite comic book movie. And so I feel like now that like Kick-Ass 2 is going to come out, there's a lot more fervor for it, and so I think that's going to result in a lot more money than the first one.
Right, but the fact is that with Kick-Ass, it's gotta be an R-rated movie. I mean, one of your main characters, your main villain, is called the Mother. So, I mean, right then and there, you already eliminate a large chunk of the audience that, you know, might end up seeing it on DVD, but won't be going to the theater.
I mean, that's true, Anime, but R-rated movies still make a lot of money. The Matrix was R-rated,
right.
The Hangover movies are R-rated. Just because R-rated doesn't mean it's not going to make a lot of money. It's true, generally PG-13 movies do make more money, but that being said, I still think Kick-Ass 2 could still beat Red 2.
Yeah. But does Kick-Ass 2 have Bruce Willis?
No, it doesn't have Bruce Willis. No, that's a good point, Anime.
Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, Helen Mirren. This time they're bringing in Anthony Hopkins. They're bringing in Catherine Zeta-Jones. You know, I mean, it's got such a great cast. And the first movie was so funny and so well done. I mean, old people kicking ass.
It's true, Anime. I mean, it was a really cool movie. But, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know where they're going to go with this. I mean, there was Red, right? The comic book. And as far as I know, Red 2 isn't based on anything. Kick-Ass 2 was a comic book, you know? And so this is, like, going to continue the storyline that's already established. Red 2, is this just going to turn into, like, a Lethal Weapon sequel? Like, oh, we're too old for this.
Well, I mean, they started off too old for this. But at least they have the same screenwriters that came back to do it again.
That's true. They don't have the same director, though, do they?
No.
Yes. But, I mean, listen, I think that they both could do really well. I just have that feeling like Kick-Ass is going to kick ass. I mean, honestly, on top of all that other stuff, not only they're getting the same characters back, other than a few obvious people that wouldn't be able to come back, but, I mean, Jim Carrey? I mean, come on, Jim Carrey movies always do well, unless he's serious Jim Carrey. Well, he is not serious Jim Carrey. He's freaking hilarious in this movie, at least in the trailer. I think he's going to be that little secret ingredient. It's how, like, you know, they add The Rock to movies, and, like, they do really well. I think Jim Carrey in this role, like, going, like buck wild, like we haven't seen him in years, is going to really help this movie do a lot better.
It's true, but, you know, again, we're talking cast-wise, you know, your movie also doesn't have the same director.
And you know what? That is a totally valid point, Anime. I mean, the thing is, Kick-Ass 2 is not going to be directed by Matthew Vaughn, who, of course, went on to things like X-Men First Class. He's a huge deal now. But I think also a lot of people really probably don't even know that. All they know is they know these characters. They know Hit Girl. You know, it's like they know Kick-Ass. And honestly, they also, people like McLovin. Oddly enough, they do. Some people don't really like interviewing McLovin, but people like him. And I really just think Jim Carrey is going to help. And the Red Band trailer was awesome, too. I thought it was great. I thought the Red Band trailer for that was better than the Red Green Band trailer.
Well, yeah, but a Red Band trailer is allowed to get away with a whole lot more. But let's just talk about box office here. When we're talking about box office in general, the first Red made a lot more money than Kick-Ass.
It's true. I mean, that's a really valid point. Even percentage-wise, it made a lot of money. But at the same time, you know, it's a PG-13 movie, right? Like you said, Bruce Willis, you know, Morgan Freeman was in the first one. So you're right, it did do really well, and it came out already with these big box office stars. But I gotta go back to the fact that KickAss, at the time, nobody knew who any of the actors were.
Right.
I mean, you know, Nick Cage had like a small weirdo role. Nick Cage isn't exactly the biggest star in the world anymore. But still, I mean, this little $30 million movie, like, made, like, over $90 million. And I honestly feel like, you know, people love the first KickAss. I love the first KickAss. And I just think a lot of people are going to go see it.
Yeah, you're right. The first KickAss made its entire amount of money internationally that Red made domestically.
Okay, maybe. But I'm just saying, this is the summer for KickAss 2. And it's going to kick Red 2's ass.
Now, Red 2 is going to leave KickAss Red.
Oh boy. Either way, guys, what do you think? Who is going to do better at this year's box office? Will it be Red 2? Or will it be KickAss 2? Let us know in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks so much for watching the show this week. We'll be back next Wednesday. If you'd like to listen to our radio show, we're on every week on Indie 100 and The Point.
Plus, you can get in touch with us by sending us an email to geekworldradio@yahoo.com and check out our website, geekworldradio.com.
Hey, Anime.
What?
Don't forget to bring the pig. Bye!
Well, now it's time to with an non-stop day. It's safe to say we'll have some fun today on Geek World Radio.